Hey there, traveler. Welcome to the Kling Connection. Whether you're chasing adventure, inspiration, or just need a break from the ordinary, this is your place to reconnect, recharge, and rediscover the joy of the journey.
From sunrise hikes to unexpected roadside gems, we're taking you along for the ride, exploring places, meeting people, and making memories that stick.
Let's go explore, where purpose meets the path, and let's make every mile meaningful.
Where every road leads to a new story and every destination brings a fresh perspective.
Welcome to the Kling Connection, fam.
Good morning and welcome to Belize City, Belize. We are here today and we're going to explore the island. It's our first stop along the ocean. It's a little cloudy this morning. It's a little humid, but they said that the weather clears up as the afternoon goes on. So we're going to spend the day here, explore a little bit, and this is our first stop and we're excited to spend the day.
Welcome to the Kling Connection.
Unlike most Central American countries, Belize's official language is English. This is a legacy of its British colonial past, though Spanish and Belizean Creole are also widely spoken. But you shouldn't have a problem communicating with any of the natives, and we found that they were pretty nice people and, outside of an accent, really easy to communicate with. Belize has a really colorful history involving pirates. In the 17th century, Scottish privateer Henry Morgan used Belize as a base for his raid on Spanish ships. These pirates even established a semi-permanent settlement, earning Belize the nickname the Gibraltar of the West. The official currency of Belize is the Belize dollar. It's normally abbreviated with a dollar sign to distinguish it from the US dollar. The exchange rate is pegged at approximately 2 Belize dollars to 1 US dollar. This means that Belize dollars and US dollars are often used interchangeably in Belize, though you might get a slight better deal if you pay with the Belizean dollar.
So we're wrapping up our tour in Belize. We've seen some beautiful scenery, managed to visit a distillery where they make local rum and hard liquor, and we've also managed to check out some of the beautiful sights and sounds. A couple things that you have to be cognizant of is when you come here, you have to be aware that you should have a guide with you or somebody to take you around. Some of the neighborhoods are kind of not so great. Some of them are okay, especially if you're used to being in North America, Canada, the United States, certain European countries. You might not be used to the Caribbean culture down here, so just be a little bit cautious. The church that we went to, beautiful, was built in 1812, over 200 years old. Originally had some stained glass windows that were taken out from some hurricanes in the 20th century, and the workmanship behind it is amazing. Other than that, great trip. Really enjoyed our time here in Belize. And if you like what you saw, make sure to like, share, and subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.
Meet the Inmorven X23 camping fan, the portable 2-in-1 fan and LED light that turns every adventure into a breeze. Whether you're deep in the woods, chilling at the beach, or sitting up under the tent and watching the stars, comfort matters. Stay cool anywhere with powerful, whispering, quiet airflow. The X23 keeps you cool even in the heat of the outdoors. Your next great outdoor moment just got an upgrade.
I'm Shayna.
And I'm Sean, and this is the Kling Connection, and this is our trip to the Bahamas.
Welcome to the Kling Connection.
For destroying a smoke detector in an aircraft lab.
Say hello.
Boarded a flight yesterday from Tampa to Nassau, Bahamas. Flight was pretty easy. We left around 12 o'clock and took an hour-and-a-half flight. Once we flew into Nassau, customer service was super easy. We got a taxi straight to the resort, got a room, and came right down to the beach, enjoyed some beautiful afternoon sunshine. And so far, so good.
So the Breezes Hotel is, well, let's just say not top of the barrel here. Place is kind of run down, needs a little bit of work. The sights are beautiful, the staff is amazing, but the actual hotel itself, pretty old, pretty dated, and needs some work on it. So we're at the market in downtown Nassau. Of course, Shayna had to do her shopping, so she got herself a little wristband. And I bought this hat, which you guys all know I don't really wear hats much. It's kind of crowded down here, but nice area. It seems very warm and welcoming, wouldn't you say?
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we're going to walk around a little bit more and maybe grab something to eat and see where the day takes us. So we just had the national food of the Bahamas called conch fritters. Pretty good, actually. Ate at the Cricket Club, which is kind of a little off the beaten path. Sometimes we like to go to places that are not so commercialized. So we made a stop at Fort Charlotte, which is just outside of the city near the fish fry near Nassau, and did a really cool tour. If you get a chance, come and check it out. The tour guides were amazing. It costs about, for two people, about $11, plus you can tip the tour guide if you want. The place is kind of a multi-use location. They do weddings here. It looks like they do some other, maybe some church services, things of that nature. And the place is constantly under construction. It's a must-see if you come to Nassau in the Bahamas.
Couple of great things about this trip we wanted to share with you. The flight, super easy, super quick. Once we got here, the staff and customer service, really, really friendly, very helpful. Took your bags, they kept them for us. And once we were here, they were very helpful. Concierge was great. We did do some spa treatments yesterday. Beautiful. We were along the beach. And speaking of the beach, very, very clean. The water is beautiful, blue water, very clean, and we just had a wonderful time.
So a couple of the cons we run into in the Bahamas is, one, it's very expensive. Everything has to be imported here on the island. Also, there is no Uber, so be prepared to use public transportation, which brings me to the public transportation issue. Public transportation here is not like it's in the United States, it's very third world. Breezes itself, the hotel we stayed at here, not very good, needs a lot of updating. It's good for like somebody on a fixed income that wants to come out for a trip, but if you're planning something exotic, this is definitely not the place for you. And then finally, the people soliciting you on the beach. People will try to sell you timeshares, they're gonna try to sell you starfish, everything. That's kind of annoying as well.
We're wrapping up our trip here in the Bahamas, and we think we'd probably come back. Maybe not here to Breezes, but maybe we come back on a cruise. We've enjoyed our stay very much. The weather's been beautiful. And
this is a great island for people just starting to learn how to travel the world, and everybody here speaks English. It is a great place to visit, and it is so beautiful. And we'll definitely be back, but we're going to try a different avenue next time and not Breezes. For the Kling Connection, I'm Sean.
I'm Shayna.
We'll see you next time.
Welcome to the Kling Connection.
Hi friends, so we're in Cozumel today. We decided to take a little trolley tour around town and we stopped in the square. There's some shopping around and lots of people out today just enjoying the weather. It's beautiful, the sun's a little overcast with the clouds, but the temperature is nice and there's a breeze off the beach. We're gonna walk around here, do a little bit of shopping, might stop and get a little something to drink and then catch the trolley to our next stop and we'll see you there.
Cozumel is a relatively small island and it has limited freshwater resources. Most of the water used on the island comes from desolation of plants, which convert salt water into fresh water. This is an expensive process, so water conservation is an important part to the community in Cozumel. We decided to take a tour around the city, and it was pretty cool actually. The water was a bit rough, and it was definitely not for swimming, but the tour guides that we hired did an amazing job. We met them at the local mall next door, and we jumped on a trolley and rode around the city. Shayna really enjoyed it, and we got to see a lot of cool places like historical churches and buildings, and even got to meet some of the locals, which was kind of cool. You definitely appreciate how people live in the United States when you see places around the country that aren't as well established as everybody else. Around the country, there are all sorts of monuments to not only the ancient people, the Maya, but also to World War II soldiers that served in Mexico, as well as just local civilians that contributed to the economy and the growth of the country. The people in Cozumel really do lead a special life, and while it's not the biggest place in the world, it is definitely welcoming. They really rely upon tourism, so a lot of their stuff is the knick-knacky type of things, but if you want to leave with something really cool and memorable, this is the place to get it.
So you all know me. I love cigars, smoke cigars. I'm not a, like Ulysses S. Grant type of guy that smokes cigars, but I like cigars. So, I mean, we're here in Cozumel and got myself a Cohiba. You can't get these in the United States. They're from Cuba. So me and Winston Churchill are going to sit here and smoke this today, and then we're going to get ready to go on a tour, Shayna and I, of the city. Looking forward to that. It's about a 3-hour tour, and once I'm done wrapping this up and smoking this fine cigar, we're going to be hitting the road.
When the Spanish arrived in Cozumel in 1518, they unknowingly brought a deadly passenger, smallpox. This disease, new to the Americas, devastated the Mayan population on Cozumel. Estimates suggest that within a few decades, over 90% of the Maya had died from the illness. After the smallpox epidemic and constant pirate raids, Cozumel became largely uninhabited for centuries. The island transferred from a bustling Mayan center to a lonely outpost by the 17th century. It wasn't until the mid-19th century that refugees from the caste war on the mainland repopulated Cozumel.
alcohol, which is tequila. We're gonna learn about it. Best part we're gonna drink, which is the best. We'll show you how the different types of tequilas are and what makes this tequila different than the stuff that you have back home. Right? So first of all, tequila is made out of a plant called agave, which is that one right behind you. Right? That is real life agave. With tequila, you only could use one type of agave called the blue agave. And what makes tequila so special? Tequila could only be produced only in Mexico, nowhere else. No United States, no Europe, no Australia, nowhere else.
Cozumel has been a popular spot for treasure hunters for centuries. There are stories of pirates burying loot on the island, and there have been reports of people finding Spanish coins and artifacts washing up on shore. Whether there's any truth to these stories or not, it adds to the mystique of Cozumel.
Are you tired of business coaches who promise the moon but deliver, well, nothing? Then it's time to meet Sean Kling. He's not here to tell you what you want to hear. He's here to tell you what you need to hear. With decades of real-world experience under his belt, Sean cuts through the noise and delivers sharp-witted insights that get results. He's built for leaders who are serious about scaling and dominating their industry. Stop settling for sugar-coated advice. It's time for the straight truth that fuels success. Work with Sean Kling. Visit SeanKling.com to book your power call, coaching session, or explore partnership opportunities today. Outwork them all. Outthink, outsmart, outlast.
Good morning and welcome to Cayman Islands.
Welcome to the Kling Connection.
Good morning from the Grand Cayman Islands. We are here. We are excited for a full day of adventures. We are just at the port and we have arrived. We are going to walk around here, check out some shops and catch a little lunch. And then we are going to take a panoramic view of the island. We are super excited. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful morning and we are about to start the day. We are in the Grand Cayman.
rock is like a conch shell. Okay, so if you see a conch shell, and then after you keep that in the right water, then you see the conch shell keep getting bigger. So that's the same thing with rock. So rock is coral, so rock grow. So as the rock grow up, the water left. Okay, that's how it became the Caymans, or Grand Cayman. Okay, so right now this rock does not have no water. The water you see there is pretty much rainwater. You guys notice that the rock is a very black on the outside, and how it became black is because of the hot sun and allergies and so forth. But if you guys break the rock, you can see that the rock is white on the inside. Okay, so it's not clean rock where we live down there. So you have to get a bulldozer with a like call it jacking to jack things up. So it's not a new.
So we just arrived in Hell. We just saw the post office here in Hell. It's this little town on the Grand Cayman Island. And you can hear the roosters. We walked around the little beach area, and we got our passport stamped. So we've been to Hell, and off to the next stop.
So we had a great day here at the Cayman Islands. A couple things that we learned is that they have no docks here because of the continental shelf drops like just right off the beach to about 6,000 feet or so, which is crazy. I would never think about something like that. A couple other things we learned too is that the American dollar doesn't go as far here as it does like in the United States. It's only 80 cents on the dollar. So basically, you know, our dollar's worth like $1.20, we pay 80. The exchange rate is really like high, and everything is really expensive here. Now it's beautiful. They are owned by the British, but they don't use the pound. So they do have representatives in Parliament that, you know, work out of here to go over to England and deal with the King and with Parliament, House of Lords and all that stuff. Overall, not a bad experience. It's nice, a little place to shoot in and out, especially if you come down on like a weekend trip or on a cruise or something like that. This is a nice little place. Just remember, not every place takes cards. You do have to bring cash, and they do use American currency. So make sure you have a lot of American currency. The people here have been really, really nice. They told us about their national food, which is like turtle. I've never had turtle, so we'll see about that. Maybe in the future. I'm not going to have it right now. But ultimately, not a bad trip. Nice little weekend getaway to come down to the Grand Caymans, and Shane and I had a blast. So we'll see you next time. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our video, and follow us for more adventures.
Hi guys, welcome to Roatan, Honduras. We are here today, and let me tell you, it's hot. It's really, really hot. One of the first things I noticed though was the smell of the fresh air. We're up here in the mountains. You can see the backdrop behind me. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Hot and the fresh air. We're gonna walk around a little bit, do some shopping, and maybe catch a little bite to eat, but we're gonna get a little bit more video too, but we wanted to check you from up here. It's gorgeous.
Welcome to the Kling Connection.
The name Roatan is delivered from a Mayan language word meaning island of women. However, by the 17th century, the island became a popular hangout for pirates like Blackbeard, Henry Morgan, and Van Horn. More than 5,000 pirates called Roatan home during that era. Although the official language of Honduras is Spanish, the most common language spoken in Roatan is Caribbean English. This is a legacy of the island's time as a British colony. Roatan is known as a diving paradise. Roatan boasts a prime location right off the edge of the Barrier Reef, the world's second largest barrier reef system. This makes it a mecca for scuba divers and snorkelers, teeming with a vibrant marine life and coral reefs to explore the area. It's also known for stunning beaches, with powdery white sand and crystal clear turquoise water. Roatan has a growing expat community, particularly from North America. These people are attracted by the lower cost of living compared to other parts of the Caribbean, and also the laid-back island atmosphere and the beautiful surroundings. It's a great place to visit. You just have to be careful where you go, but other than that, it wouldn't be a bad place to live at all. If you're interested in moving to Roatan as an expat, it's definitely worth a look. The areas are great, the living is cheap, and most of all, they don't really get hit with a lot of storms, so you're generally protected in the Caribbean from hurricanes or any crazy weather. It's great island atmosphere, and if you can put up with a little bit of the crime, it's not a bad place to go. I think you should check it out.
So we're wrapping the day up here in Honduras. It's beautiful landscape. The water is beautiful. The mountain's beautiful. A couple things you got to be cautious about, and especially the driving. The driving in the roads. And not get yourself a taxi or somebody that knows how to drive, because the roads are narrow and it's kind of scary. The food is delicious. The water is gorgeous. The people are really, really nice. And we had a great time here in Roatan, Honduras. And if you like what you saw, make sure to like, share, and subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.